Hello, hockey fans. Well, another team has just joined the 2023 Stanley Cup Playoff party, and let's congratulate said team right now. I was looking forward to that because it's been a while. It's been a while. The New Jersey Devils are in the playoffs for the first time since 2018 and only the second time since their amazing run to the Stanley Cup final in 2012. They actually had the chance to clinch last night. All they had to do was win over the Sabres, but it wasn't in the cards for them. So they had another chance tonight. Now they had win in the end, but they also had other ways to get in. One of them was a Florida regulation loss, and that's exactly what happened. The Panthers lost 4-3 to the Rangers at home in regulation, and as a result, those 2 points lost by the Panthers ended up placing the New Jersey Devils in the Stanley Cup playoffs. The Devils in the playoffs, that takes me back. That really does, because like I said, I remember when the Devils were the team. They just kept making it, and they won all those cups. The postseason's become far and few between, especially since they made the final in 2012. Again, this is only their second appearance since then. They have not won a postseason series since, as Doc put it that night, Henrique, it's over. But yeah, yeah, the Eastern Conference Final 2012. But yeah, and yeah, it hadn't been good for the Devils since 2018. Um, though one good thing came out of it, they did draft Jack Hughes because they won the draft lottery. To think, Jack Hughes was this close to becoming a member of the Avalanche. but yeah, but yeah, they ended up with Jack Hughes, but the seasons were still kind of tumultuous. In fact, they were one of what I call the not so magnificent seven, one of the seven teams who missed out on the modified bubble playoffs for 2020 that had 24 teams in it. The Devils were one of seven teams who did not qualify. The seven worst teams in the league. And which is another reason why I'm enjoying this because last year, another one of the not so magnificent seven, the LA Kings, made it. And it looks like they could make it again. So it took the Kings 2 years from that year to bounce back and make it. And it took the Devils 3 years from that year to bounce back and make it. But this is their first postseason appearance in 5 years. And they did win their game. They won their game 5-3 over the Ottawa Senators. So I think yeah. Wait a minute. They're at 100 points. They are. They should be. Yeah, they've reached the century mark for the first time since that year. And I definitely I remember that year so well. That was the year the Avs snuck in, and it ended up beginning what would be a road to where we are now. But yeah. So the Devils now are in a dogfight with the they're in a dogfight with the hurricane with the Hurricanes for the division lead, and it's going to be very interesting. It's going to be very interesting to see how that goes. The Devils not only clinched the spot, but they're also officially locked in as part of the Metropolitan's top three. So they can't finish. This is due to the Islanders losing in regulation to the Sabres at home. So yeah, the Islanders are kind of going south. But yeah, the so yeah, so it's gonna be an interesting race in that Metro, especially since the Rangers are kind of closing in too. But we'll see how that goes. In the meantime, in the meantime, there's also more clinching news. The Boston Bruins clinched the Atlantic Division earlier today. The Bruins played one of the early games in the matinee window. They beat the Lightning 2-1 and as a result, they are locked in as the Atlantic Division champions. And that's one big piece. That is one big piece of the Stanley Cup playoff puzzle for this year that's filled in. We now know who the number one seed in that division is. It will be the Boston Bruins, which means they will face a wild card team. They'll face most likely it'll be between the Islanders, the Penguins, possibly the Panthers. Uh, uh, all the teams behind that playoff line. It looks like the Panthers are the only team with a real chance, though even they're starting to slip. But yeah, Boston is locked in as the number one seed in the Atlantic Division, and Carolina and New Jersey, thanks to the Islanders' losses, Carolina and New Jersey, Carolina won today too, but Carolina and New Jersey are locked into these metropolitan top three, so they avoid they avoid the wild card standings officially. So, but it's going to be interesting. So again, congrats to the Devils for making it to the playoffs for the first time since 2018, and for getting the century mark in points, also for the first time since 17-18 season. And that's three playoff spots clinched, all in the East. The West team hasn't clinched yet, and it's kind of going to be a while because the magic numbers are kind of massive. In this case, I'm on this website playoffmagic.com, which covers everything. And in the West, the smallest magic number, obviously, it's Vegas because they have the best record. They have the best record in the West, but I think the smallest magic number in the standings in playoff magic have been updated, but they did win. So it says 7, but it should say 5 within a few moments. But yeah, Vegas's magic number is 5 points, so they are close. They are close. And Nashville plays tomorrow, so if Nashville loses in regulation, it'll go down to 3. Um, but yeah, Vegas's magic number is 3. The Kings magic number that should be updated. That is updated. Yeah, the Kings magic number is 9. Minnesota's is 10. Dallas is 11. Ours is 13. It could go to as low as 9 tomorrow, and Edmonton's is also 13. But yeah, so it's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a while until we get our first clinch in the West, but it should come within a matter of days. As for the East, like I said, 3 spots are in. There are 5 spots left in the conference. Like I said, one position is officially filled. Boston's number one seed in the Atlantic. Carolina and New Jersey are both cemented as in the metropolitan top 3, leaving one position spot left, and that's definitely going to go to the Rangers because they're way ahead of the fourth place team, the New York, their counterparts, the Islanders. Um, as far as magic numbers, the Rangers is the smallest. They could clinch as soon as Monday. Their number is 2. Toronto's is 1. Toronto's is 3. It could go down to 1 tomorrow. Tampa Bay's magic number is 8 points. Islanders 15. Pittsburgh 16. So yeah, it's not like last year where the top 8 in the East were pretty much cemented and we know who's going to make it, but the numbers are getting thin. They're getting very thin. So it's going to be an interesting final, less than less than 3 weeks. But yeah, so once again, congratulations, Devils, for making it to the playoffs, first time in 5 years. And I'll be back tomorrow for a full recap of the of this past week in action. So stay tuned.